Hi everyone, my name is 𝓫𝓸𝓸𝓸𝓴𝓼, and that's a wrap up for the third week of this year. What I actually read was 6 parts of really great series that I adored and I wanted to read for a really long time, but I was postponing it and postponing it and postponing it. But then when I started this challenge, I decided this year will be the year when I will read The Girl from the Other Side by Nagabe. I'm a Pinterest type of girl. I can save the cute pictures on Pinterest all day long, and only thing that prevent me from doing it is having an actual job. What I was saving a lot was this cute pictures with monster guy and little girl. It was very innocent, it was very sweet, it was very like father-daughter relationship, and it was such a nice concept. I enjoyed it, I swooned over it, I saved a lot of this kind of little pictures in my Pinterest board. So then, after saving a lot of these particular artists, I decided to see deeper into it, where is it from? And I found out it's from this manga, The Girl from the Other Side. It was such a great read. I didn't finish it yet, I read only 6 issues, and I guess there is 10. In this world there is 2 gods, bad one and good one, and good one put a curse on the bad one, and all the creatures that belong to this dog god, everyone who touch these creatures will turn into the monster themselves. There is one little girl whose destiny is very weird in this world and whose power is yet to be uncovered, and one very weird and very kind monster taking care of her. I think that's enough of a spoiler, but from the pictures that you can see on Pinterest you can actually get the plot. I mean, you can guess that's the story of very sweet communication between the child and the caretaker, and the caretaker is monster. The plot is obviously a fantasy plot, but it's really sweet and it's logical. It has some mysteries that will be, I think, solved in the next issues. By the 6th issue we came to the point where we know a little bit about the world, but we have a lot of questions that are not answered yet, and with this every answer that we get on the questions that we had in previous issues, we get the answer in the next one, but there is a feeling when you read it that something is missing, that the greatest answer, the greatest discovery of the magic of this world and understanding how it all works and what is the destiny of the girl and what is the real mystery and the real thing that's going on in this world is yet to be uncovered, is yet to be described to us as readers, and you want to continue reading it. It's not action-packed, but there is a lot of intrigue going on, and what I really enjoyed is how the girl was painted in a way of actual art and in a way of her character, because she is behaving 100% as children behave. It's very realistic, how she speaks, how she jokes, how she growing attachments to the adults in her life, how she's seeking comfort in adults in her life, how she is empathetic to adults on the level of empathy that the child of, I guess, 5 or 6 has or able to have. That's just amazing. That's a very accurate representation of 5-6 years old girl, and I enjoyed it because I know that that's a problem for many authors, that children in books don't behave as children. They are unbelievably smart, unbelievably fearless, very, they don't get tired, they don't have any distractions, they don't do things that children do, and that's not the case in the manga. She is very realistic. She loves to play, she loves to do, you know, tea parties, and this caretaker, he is very much a monster and he's very realistically kind and understanding, and he's trying his best to take care of this girl that he adopted, kind of, right? But he is not successful in it all the time. He has his struggles with her, and their relationship is something very sweet and very, very precious that you can see in this manga, and I enjoyed it a lot. So not only there is a great fantasy plot and a great, you know, art style, but there is also, for me, was a great line of this, you know, a child and caretaker relationships. Everything in this manga is very pure, is very nice, and so heartwarming. I hope it will end in this way, because I have some feeling that it may have a dramatic ending, but I hope it will not be. I'm only on 6th volume. I'm eager to see what's next. I'm really excited about this. So that was what I read in a 6th day of this week, of the 3rd week of this year. And the 7th book that I read was Drama by Raina Telgemeier, fully colored middle grade comics about school life, like slice of life type of comics, colored by Gurihiru. The color was great, okay? Also, I like the character design, because every character has their style and their color palette, but it wasn't done in a very obvious way, like this character only wear green or something. It was done in more subtle way, but in the way that you can easily distinguish characters. And the plot is going around the girl who is taking part of a drama club in her school, and they're preparing a theatrical performance. I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the whole concept of, you know, having this kind of club in the school, because we don't have this in Ukraine, and I never participated in theatrical performance done by, you know, school theater group. I mean, I did participate in theatrical performance done by a specific, you know, organization that was focusing on learning how to act, and that was focusing on learning music or something, but there were no there's no such resources in Ukrainian schools to be able to, you know, fund the whole theatrical performance that any student can participate in. Anyone who can do this. That was a really nice idea that I never actually, my paths, me and theater kids' paths never crossed. So it was interesting idea that in some schools in the US this type of thing is normal, and if you want to participate as a stage crew, as a part of a stage crew, or as a part of a, you know, as an actor in the performance, you can just easily do this by casting, by just going to the casting, and you know, your school has all of these resources and funding to afford stage performance, to afford lights and the whole, you know, maintenance of the performance. That's amazing. That's amazing idea that I didn't encounter yet, but I really like that all of the characters, the story focused on the drama club and all of the characters who participate in it, and their, you know, romance, they're working together on the drama, that they're working together on the performance they want to put on stage. And of course it mostly focuses their love life, their identity crisis like they're searching for their identity, etc., etc. But I loved how it was shown from the perspective of their hobby. So every person in this comics, in this graphic novel, has this hobby of being on a stage crew, creating costumes, creating stage background, creating you know, curating the whole process, or being an actor or a singer, it was great. It was very interesting to see the kids, I guess middle grade kids, who were so involved in this hobby and were so productive, putting this performance into life, and how hard it is, and how time consuming it is, and how passionate people who do this are about their work, about their hobby are. A lot of this kind of details were put into the graphic novel, and I enjoyed it a lot. But what I didn't enjoy was two twin brothers who both were gay, and who almost kissed each other in one scene. I was surprised. Honestly, I was surprised. And the plot is like this: main character, who is focusing her work on this drama club into creating the backgrounds, and she is falling in love with certain people, and all of them were gay. It was a bit weird. Not everyone was gay there, but the amount of queer kids gathered together in one school by accident, by some, you know, great coincidence, and all of them participated in a drama club. But in general, the day-to-day life and this feeling of great passion towards your hobby that was shown very colorfully in this book, that's what I enjoyed the most. And I think that's a good the good graphic novel to read in middle grade, to get this feeling of belonging to a certain hobby, belonging to a certain group of people who do the hobby you're also passionate about, and, you know, having this time of fun and enjoyment, and coming all together to create something beautiful. I think that was a great concept to put into the middle grade graphic novels, because I think that's the age when kids are discovering their deep passions about certain aspects of life, and that's when they need encouragement to open up about it and be more proactive in searching for people who have the same interests as they do. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.